Hi there, Ryan Rastell here for Golfshake.com, and we've got a brand new rangefinder to show you today. It's the CaddyTalk Cube. Many of you won't have heard of CaddyTalk at all. They're a Korean-based company that's coming into the UK. We've got some rangefinders, of which this is the first one that we're doing a review of. And the reason we've chosen this one is because it's pretty special. It's got some technology in there that we've not seen from other rangefinder kind of manufacturers. So the Cube model basically comes in this lovely little box. It looks a bit retro and a bit 80s when you look at it, which I quite like. It almost looks like a camera that you'd have got back in the 80s. Don't let that fool you. Yeah, there's loads of technology in here, pretty state of the art as well. So let's have a look at what it does. Yes, it's a rangefinder. Yes, it's a nice sort of small, compact design, but it's got loads of features in here as well. So CaddyTalk Cube has a unique triangulation feature in it. And what does that mean? Well, it means that you don't necessarily need to be stood next to your golf ball to get the yardage to the flag. Now, I know that sounds a bit crazy. You could almost have one of these between your whole four ball. The way that the technology works in here basically allows you to stand at any point, kind of get the yardage from your ball, even if it's 100 yards away. You could get the ball in the little crosshairs on here and then point to the flag, and it will tell you the distance between the two. Pretty clever, right? It also takes into account the humidity and also the altitude that you're at as well, so it kind of gives you a very accurate yardage that you get on here. When we look through the display, for instance, if I just wanted a distance between 2 points, so I could say go for the trees on the right hand side of the fairway here. So from me they're 79 yards. Right, now if I wanted to know what the distance between that tree was and the flag, I could do that quite easily. So there's a mode button on the bottom there. We press that and it goes into what's called caddy mode on there. Okay, so that allows me to select one point, which will be my trees, and then select another point, which will be my flag here, and it tells me that from that tree to that flag it's 52 yards. Pretty impressive. We're going to put it to the test. We're going to go a bit further around the golf course and show you exactly what this thing can do. So as well as having many of the features you'd associate with all the big brands in the kind of measuring device category, so it's got things like the slope, so it'll work that out for you. It's got the vibration technology when it locks onto the flag, so it tells you that as well. The caddy mode, which we've just spoken about, being able to triangulate between 2 points. I just think it's a nice compact one to hold. It's easy to use. It's, you know, the display inside it is very bright and easy to use as well. So 75 yards, playing 1.2 degrees uphill, so it's 77 yards is what it's playing on here, which is telling me when I look through the display there. Obviously in competition you're not allowed to use the slope, but for practice and being out here it's easy to do. And then also, as soon as I press the mode button on the bottom, it gives me that caddy feature again, where I can pick 2 points. So if I wanted to know how wide the kind of entrance into this green is, so we've got from the trees on the left there to the trees on the right, it's also going to give me that 30-yard gap between those two as well. So it gives me a good indication of what I'm looking at. You can even do that on the tee, looking at the fairways and the width of the fairways that you're playing at, but also all the features that you would get in your normal rangefinder. I suppose there's no second guessing with this. When E-slope is another function it has, basically looks at the environmental factors, like I said, the temperature, the altitude, humidity, where you are, is kind of picking up all that information as well. So we all know when we go play golf, particularly abroad where it's nice and warm, we tend to hit it a little bit further, and this can kind of help you with your yardages there, so you're not having to kind of recalibrate yourself all the time. If all of a sudden it's 30 degrees and you're 1,000 meters above sea level, obviously the ball's going to go a hell of a lot further. In terms of price, so the CaddyTalk Cube comes in around the £350 mark, so it's up there in terms of price when we're looking at the other rangefinder manufacturers out there in the marketplace, but is offering you something a little bit different as well. There's different features in here that I've not seen before, and obviously being able to work out the environment that you're in and give you even more effective and accurate yardages is definitely going to save you shots. So it's definitely something you should try. You're probably going to see this starting to be retailed very soon in the UK. I think, you know, in terms of the quality, it feels great, looks great, easy to use. Once you've read the booklet a little bit, like I've just shown you, it shows you all the features that this has to offer, and it's certainly something that can help you with your game. Please drop some comments below if you've got them. Have you used rangefinders before? Do you use a GPS? What would stop you using one? What would make you use the other? Do you like the triangulation function? I think that's absolutely a fantastic addition to this. And kind of give us your thoughts and feedback on that as well. Hopefully you've enjoyed that video. I've loved testing this. It's a product I've never seen before, and yeah, we'll see you all very, very soon.